So Ferrari just launched their first fully electric vehicle, the Ferrari Luce. Now, most of the reactions have been very negative because of a couple of things. But before we get into that, let's look at the actual car and what Ferrari might be thinking about doing it. So the positives around the Ferrari Luce is that Ferrari actually moved on their own timeline. Instead of doing what every other car manufacturer actually did, when the hype was high, they waited and then they released the car, which might be seen as a positive for Ferrari because they do their thing their own way and they released this car just out of the blue when everyone else is stepping back or are producing less electric vehicles. Now for the price, this is both a positive and a negative. So the price is around 55,000 euros or $650,000. So it still stays in the premium space of what a Ferrari costs. Actually, this is one of the most expensive Ferraris that you can buy that's not a special edition. That also means it will be extremely exclusive and only existing Ferrari clients will actually get to buy this if they want to. And the main positive that I drew from the car is that the interior, I think personally, looks really, really cool. Which means hopefully we'll see some developments on the interior of other electric car manufacturers because most of them are bland, full of push button screens, whatever. It's boring, it gives the driver nothing and every car looks the same. This looks different, still feels premium, but it's not what most people see. Most people judge the Ferrari by how it actually looks. But Ferrari is taking a huge risk here. We all saw the stock exchange going down 8% on the day that they launched this car. And the reason why people actually buy Ferraris is the love of driving, love of racing. If you corner with a Ferrari, you should feel that you might die, but you're completely safe because it's a Ferrari. No one buys a Ferrari because of their EV range. No one buys a Ferrari because it's comfortable. That's not what Ferrari is. The sound of the Ferrari engine is not a feature of the car. It's the entire emotional transaction that lies within Ferrari, and you cannot replace that. If you buy a Ferrari, it's not about transportation, might not be even about speed. It's the feeling of Ferrari. And this car will have nothing of that. And if you accept that the engine of a Ferrari and the feeling of driving one is replaceable, then Ferrari becomes a design and status brand, not the pinnacle of motor racing, not the pinnacle of driving that they used to be. That's a completely different business and more people can play in that game. So my point of view on this car, the exterior looks horrendous. It looks like a Hyundai and a BYD had a baby and this is what they got. I don't think anyone who is into Ferraris likes this car. The interior is really cool, props to Ferrari on that. And also what I'm seeing and what the market is telling us is that premium or luxury electric vehicles are not desirable. Porsche's experienced this. We've seen their sales decline. They had to recall a lot of their vehicles and they are actually scaling back production. We see that across different manufacturers that have produced higher end electric cars. No one wants them. Who pays $400,000 for an electric car? And this one is more expensive, which means you could actually buy a Tesla model with Plaid that gives you all the speed you need, and you can still buy a house or invest your money. You can buy Ferrari stocks for $400,000. I don't know who this car is for. I'm probably blacklisted by Ferrari already by the LinkedIn posts and this video. I just wish they went back to their identity, their DNA, and actually make cars that people love and drives like a Ferrari. We've seen this development with the Ferrari cars ever since they split from their design studio. It's been very hit or miss, and some of their recent cars are not actually well accepted in the Ferrari community or with their clients. If no one wants their cars, then the brand diminishes in value and perception, which means again Ferrari is failing. I don't have the answer if this is the right direction for Ferrari to be going in. They probably know what they're doing, they have the data, so they made a decision. I don't think they asked a single member of their Ferrari clubs or any of their clients, because if they did, they would tell them this is not the car. And the last point I want to make is that Ferrari might be doing this for new clients or new types of clients, which makes sense, but they don't need them at the moment, at least. They are the most profitable car company on planet. They have incredible margins and their brand equity is huge. It's one of the best brands on the planet. They don't need the tech bro who only drives EVs. I would understand it if they were struggling and this was a last resort, but they're definitely not struggling. And the next generation of car buyers still want Ferraris. Sacrificing your existing customer to get new ones is not a great business model. I think this is not a great move. It's not a great car. I obviously haven't driven it because it just launched. We'll see in a couple of years. What I do know is that electric vehicles on the second-hand market crashes in price, and that's not something Ferrari is going to be happy with. What are your thoughts on this car, Ferrari's branding, and where they go from here? Very interested in hearing your opinions. Let's discuss.